Okay, I think we're live, are we? I'm looking at my fellow panelists. Hi Flynn, hi Julia, hi Tiffany, Tatiana, hi Pelin, hi Beryl, and hi everyone who's joining this informative session about Boost Women Innovators today. We are super excited, of course, to have launched the next call for innovations, Boost Women Innovators on the Boost platform. Boost is an acceleration program and a platform to run innovation challenges that we are powering here from UNDP, Europe, and Central Asia. Together with a wide range of partners. They're here with us today, and you will be hearing from them as we're presenting this call for innovations and this acceleration program. We are live streaming this on Facebook. You'll find the link in the chat box for those of you who are joining us on Zoom. And if you're looking at this through Facebook Live, and if there's any other people in your network that you believe would be interested in this, then please ping them, and we'll be, of course, also recording this and this session, so you'll be able to see it again and share it with your networks after. We're gonna go on for about 30 minutes, maximum 45, depending on how many questions are coming in. And we encourage you all who are joining us on the Zoom webinar to use the Q&A function to post any questions that you have about the program, about our partners, about the selection process, the application process. That's probably what you are interested in learning about today. Yeah, so let's get started. If there's any questions that we don't have time to respond to today, please feel free to drop us a line at boost@undp.org. More, of course, also on our website. For those of you joining on Zoom, you have the link in the chat box. So let's get started. What we're gonna do now is first to give you a bit of an introduction to what is Boost, the program, and how it was launched, how it came about now 2 years from now. And then we'll go into what we're looking at, what type of innovations we're looking for in this call that we just launched together with our partners. And then we'll have a bit of a deep dive on what the actual benefits of joining this program, or what we're giving you as Boost participants. And then we'll open up for any questions that you may have. So I hope you can all see my screen and follow this quite short introduction to Boost. So what Boost is, it is a platform for us at UNDP, together with our partners, to run innovation challenges. It is a model for impact acceleration. We work with startups, we work with SMEs, we work with social enterprises and nonprofit organizations and academic institutions. And we take you through a quite intense acceleration program of 16 weeks. It's fully online. We launched this 2 years ago as part of UNDP's response to COVID-19, and trying to get as many organizations, many actors as possible in the countries and territories that we serve, to together come up with innovative solutions on how to respond to the socioeconomic impact of COVID-19. And we see this as a mechanism for learning. We define together with our partners quite complex development challenges, and together with the participants and the Boost cohorts, we aim to learn more about these challenges that can also inform our programming. But so some of the fundamentals, one of the things that we have as an agenda, because we do have an agenda for working for the UN, it's not a hidden one. It's the Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development. And what we want to do is to get as many actors as possible aligned with this agenda. And this is something that we help you as part of the Boost program to learn about the Sustainable Development Goals and see how you can align your business models with these goals. We apply systems thinking to this program. We work, when we do the selection of the cohorts, we try to see how all the different organizations, the startups, the CSOs, the academic institutions are together working in a system to have an impact on a certain development challenge. And in this call that we'll be presenting today and that we launched last week, Boost Women Innovators, that's focusing, as you might understand, on gender equality, but we're also looking at other development challenges, and you see here in front of you a few that we've been addressing in our past calls and our previous calls on the Boost platform, and that we'll be looking to launch new calls for innovations as well in the future. So if you're not eligible for this this program, then please keep an eye open on our website, follow us on social media, and you will see new programs and call for innovations coming up in the near term. So Boost Women Innovators. This is a call that for innovations that can help address the issue of gender inequalities in Europe and Central Asia. We've been able to launch this call with the generous support from the Slovak Ministry of Finance and from Koch Holding. And we do this in this program in proud partnership with K-Works, with STEM for All, with Startup Grind, and with Impact Aim. And I'm going to invite Tiffany Sprague from the STEM for All platform or network. She's the platform coordinator, and she will be explaining a bit why we are focusing on this issue or this challenge in this call. So over to you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Rick. Hi, everyone. As Rick mentioned, I'm the coordinator of UNDP's STEM for All digital platform, and we are thrilled to collaborate with the Boost team on this challenge dedicated to women innovators in this region. As the STEM for All platform, which I think Julia put in the chat, it's dedicated to advancing women and girls in STEM, innovation, and entrepreneurship. So if you haven't taken a look at our link, please, I invite you to visit. So this program brings a targeted focus on the systemic inequalities and harmful social norms that hold women and girls back from the opportunities offered by the digital transformation here in the region, as well as the importance of having gender-sensitive innovation. So we know that many people in the region are working on solutions to tackle such challenges, and we're ready to support. So the Boost program has identified 4 key thematic areas in this challenge in which innovations can leverage the power of technology to support women and girls to thrive and advance in this digital economy. So the first is women in data. So we've seen how gender data gaps can pose detriments to physical safety, mental health. For example, during the pandemic, women in healthcare noticed that the masks didn't fit properly. And because mask dimensions, when they're produced, were taking into account the average size of men. And so this put a lot of women in the healthcare and the front lines of COVID more at risk. We know that data on women are missing from clinical trials. Gender blind data skews product development, such as virtual reality technology and voice recognition software. And currently, only 26% of AI and data professionals globally are women. So innovations that can help close the gender data gap are needed. The second thematic area is digital access and use. So on average, women are 4 times less likely than men to have advanced ICT skills. More than 60 million women in Europe and Central Asia have no access to mobile internet and are more likely than men to miss out on learning and work opportunities. So ideas that can help bridge the gender digital divide are welcome. The third area is women in the digital economy and STEM. So I don't think this is new news, but women are greatly underrepresented as STEM students and professionals. In the ECA region alone, the share of women enrolled in ICT programs range from 14% in Georgia to 36% in Albania and Azerbaijan. And while most countries and territories, women represent less than 40% of the ICT workforce, and most likely occupy jobs with less status and decision-making power. So innovations that boost women's participation in the digital economy are also identified in this challenge. And the fourth and last is women in tech innovation. The technology industry currently suffers from a significant underrepresentation of women, and many women entrepreneurs find it challenging to get financing or backing from investors. Only 2% of investment capital go to women-led tech companies and startups, and it's gotten only worse during the pandemic. So we are, Boost recognizes this, and that's why we're hoping to target women innovators and give support as needed. So we're living in really interesting times right now. It's an opportune time for outside of the box thinking and reimagining women's role in innovation and STEM. We're already seeing massive growth in new markets that address the lived experiences of women, like health tech, ed tech. And so accelerators like Boost, who are dedicated to women, can really help unlock many opportunities and innovate to advance gender equality in the region. Thanks. And no, back to you, Rick.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. So this call is actually divided into tracks. The first track, to be called Europe and Central Asia, is open for these 18 countries and territories that you see here, and that forms part of UNDP's Regional Bureau for Europe and Central Asia. It's Albania, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Kosovo, Kyrgyzstan, Moldova, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Serbia, Tajikistan, Turkey, Turkmenistan, Ukraine, and Uzbekistan. And what we're looking for here is women-led organizations, startups, SMEs, social enterprises, nonprofits, and academic institutions are eligible to apply. The innovation areas that Tiffany just mentioned: women in digital access and use, women in the digital economy and STEM, and women in data. In terms of innovation stage, we don't have any limitations. So anywhere from the idea stage to a developed innovation is eligible for this track. For the second track, this is only for Turkey. It's also women-led organizations, only startups. We'll be looking at having 10 startups in coming out of this track. And the innovation area we're looking here is technology innovations. So technology innovations in any industry. And in terms of the innovation stage, it's at idea, MVP, pre or post revenue stages. So these are two different tracks, and we'll go a little bit more into detail on both of them. But just to say as well that the second track, the Turkey specific one, will have another information session next week on Tuesday. So more to come there, but both tracks, you'll find them on the website, and more information to ensure that you understand which track is relevant for you and which one you're eligible to apply to. The selection criteria, what we're looking for when we select the participants in the Boost program, a viability of the innovation, that we believe that the innovation can be feasibly implemented in the context where you work, that there is an opportunity to scale it, that there has some degree of innovation and innovation novelty and potential to have a positive impact for gender equality, and for the second call, or the second track, I should say, an impact in society, a positive impact when it comes to sustainable development. And then we look also at the management. We want to ensure that when you apply, or the teams that apply have the capacities to, or capabilities to implement innovation within 3 to 6 months after the end of the program. But will, of course, through the program also help you in strengthening strengthening your capabilities, and more to come on the benefits. So let's jump into the actual acceleration program. We have different modules as part of this program. As I said, it's 16 weeks. It's conducted fully online, and there will be 2 to 3 sessions per week, sessions for the whole cohort. And then there is also one-on-one mentorship sessions, and you will be assigned a mentor that will help you and advise you to develop, to reimagine your innovation, and to scale it during and beyond the program, the program period. We do a sense-making exercise with all the organizations as a first thing, to help you understand your role and your help to understand other actors that are taking part of this program. And one thing that we're emphasizing, or that we're trying to create within this cohort, is also a sense of community, and nurturing partnerships within the different organizations in the cohort. Impact measurement and management, we're proud to partner with Impact Aim, that will take you through a step-by-step journey to help you align your business models with the Sustainable Development Goals. The leadership and business development track, I will hand over in a little bit to Finn to talk about that from Startup Grind. We do have other modules on behavioral insights, digital transformation. UNDP is running a crowdfunding academy that you will get access to through this program, to help you design and run successful crowdfunding campaigns. Mentorship I talked about already, and peer-to-peer support. We do have also a few public boost talks that's actually not just for the selected participants, but for the broader audience, and access to international conferences. So I'm gonna hand over now to Finn, from director at Startup Grind. Startup Grind was part of this journey, or has been part of this journey since its beginning. And what you see here are some of the workshops that Startup Grind, the world's largest network of startups, and their trainers will help you through in this program. So over to you, Finn.
Thank you so much, Ricard, and definitely a massive thank you to the Ministry of Finance of the Slovak Republic and Coach Holdings for supporting programs such as the Boost program, Women Innovators workshops. Oftentimes at Startup Grind, we always say that talent is everywhere, but unfortunately opportunity isn't. So when you have these programs such as the Boost Women Innovators one, it actually creates an environment of hopefully leveling the playing field. And our role at Startup Grind as the world's largest startup community is to really help not only startups, but anyone that is involved in the entrepreneurial space, right? So you may be a CSO, but there's still a lot of entrepreneurial thinking that can really help you build, scale, and grow your organization as much as possible. Some of the workshops that you obviously see in front of you that Ricard has shared along the lines of design thinking, value proposition, client discovery, as much as many of those, the foundational principles may be involved in the startup sphere, they can very much be applied, as I mentioned earlier on, in the CSO space. And we are really, really excited to be helping and supporting the program on that basis. In parallel to that will be the mentorship. I personally am a massive believer in mentorship on the basis that when we look at the journey of not only life, but of entrepreneurial thinking, of building a startup, having someone along the way that can help and support you and provide you guidance and best practice who has got the experience can hopefully lead you to greater opportunities for success. And ultimately, the mentorship programs I will be doing both in a group setting and in a one-on-one setting, as Ricard mentioned, not only kind of during, but post the acceleration program, we really hope we'll be able to support you on your journey. So we are super excited to be a part of the Boost Women Innovators program. Once again, we would encourage you to apply. We know from the program that was run last year and still tracking many of the progress of the participants of that organization, many of us have seen massive benefits for it. So once again, we would encourage you to apply before the deadline. And if you are successful in being selected, we can't wait to help and support you on your journey. Rick, thank you very much once again for having us, and back to you.
Thank you so much, Finn. And as I was saying, this is really a partnership effort. We're doing this together with Startup Grind and with other very innovative partners, such as K-Works, which is the Koch University's Entrepreneurship Research Center. And they have also been part of this since the beginning, together also with Koch Holdings. So we'll be covering a bit more into detail in another session next week, what we'll be doing, or what the Turkish participants, what kind of program they will go through. But I'll hand over to Beryl to say a few words from the K-Works perspective.
Yeah, thanks, Rickard. And hi, everyone. I'm Beryl. I'm the manager of K-Works, Koç University's Entrepreneurship Research Center. First, I'd like to also say that we're also really excited and proud to be a part of this program that is designed to increase and enhance the presence of women in the technology and entrepreneurship, the technology and innovation ecosystem. So, as Rickard said, we'll be running the accelerator program for the Turkey track together with UNDP. We'll go into the details, as Rickard mentioned, in a separate session, but if I'd like to say a few things about the program, we'll have extensive trainings and workshops. There'll be one-on-one mentorship sessions, access to a wide network of mentors and investors, and many networking events that will be covered during the scope of the program. So we're excited to go over the selection stage soon, and then meet and start the program with high potential women-led technology startups and start working with them. And again, we're proud to be a part of such a nice and fruitful program. Thanks, Rickard.
Thank you, Beryl. Thank you so much. And we'll send or we'll share the invitation for next week. We'll have it both on our website, of course, and also on social media. So make sure you follow us and keep an eye open on the Boost website. So some of the benefits, we've already talked about them in terms of mentorship, in terms of the community that we're creating for each Boost cohort. In terms of financing opportunities, no matter which track you apply to, you have the opportunity to pitch your innovation, your refined innovation at the end of the program, at the end of these 16 weeks, in front of an international jury, and compete for up to $10,000 in grants, so in equity-free capital to scale your innovation after the program. So that's what's at stake. In terms of the timeline, the call was open the 1st of February. We'll close it by 1st of March, and then the selection process begin, and we will announce the participants at somewhere in mid or end of March to start the program in April, and it will run through July to 22nd of July. That's when we have our graduation or demo day. But then after that, of course, also some continued support and part of the alumni network of innovators that has gone through the Boost program. So before we open up for some questions, I'd like to invite one of our closest partners in this, the Slovak Ministry of Finance, and Tatiana Silkova, who is the team leader of development cooperation at the Ministry of Finance of Slovakia. So you've been really one of the ambassadors for this program and believed in Boost from the start and been part of the design of Boost. So we're super happy to be working with you for this call as well. So Tatiana, over to you for some words.
Thank you, Rikard. And thank you everyone for participating. I'm truly delighted to be here. And the reason why I'm here today is essentially to encourage all people interested in creating community, supporting innovation, or just people who have a great idea and would appreciate some exchange and acceleration to apply. We are basically, as a Ministry of Finance, supporting work of the UNDP in promoting the spirit of innovation and co-creation and systems elements in the way we kind of support sustainable development and impact for all sections of society since, I don't know, 2015, 16. So this is already a kind of long-standing partnership. And this, we also see our role as a Ministry of Finance of Slovakia in kind of exactly this, to support and catalyze innovation and community-driven approaches in development. For now, we focus in work in Central Europe, in Europe and Central Asia. But of course, with all the innovation work within the UNDP, we kind of hope to, provide, connections and exchange with the global community. And we are very happy to be part of this community through UNDP. What is the one of the great advantages for people with creative ideas to participate in the Boost is the power of UNDP as such. This is the great value of such organization, which is really good in pooling resources and building partnerships, such as Coach Holding, K-Works, Startup Grind, STEM for All, and Impact Aim within the UNDP. So really providing these networking and partnership possibilities, even funding possibilities for the innovators. This is really, I think, great opportunity. And I wanted to add towards the end that it is especially important for us to promote the values of diversity and equity and inclusion in the social and economic development, and also that includes technology, of course, and support the access to the benefits of the digital economy for all, which, as Tiffany has more elaborated in more detail, is not, ideal. So I think towards the end, I would just like to, encourage everyone to apply. We have experiences from the one previous round of Boost Accelerator that UNDP has run last year, and the feedback you will hear later from is truly, I think, impressive. You have an opportunity to receive a great acceleration program and really just connect to, meet other innovators and exchange different views with people from different sectors of the society. And we hope this will help building the kind of innovation ecosystem in the region and outside of the region. So yeah, I would like to encourage everyone to apply, and thank you so much to all of the partners who are participating on delivering this. I think this is a great program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tatiana, and we really couldn't do this without you. So thank you so much for your generous support here. Thanks also to Coach Holding, that's also been part of this since the beginning. I'm going to invite Pelin Kitter to say a few words. I see there's a few questions coming in. I know, for instance, that there was a question about the recording. The recording will be available on the same link as we have the live streamed event on Facebook, and we'll also ensure to post it on our website. There was another question on the eligibility, a question from an innovator in Kosovo. that's working to help women in the region. It says, my question is, my city with about 200,000 inhabitants, does it matter that the project I have in mind extends only to one city? And I would say no, it doesn't matter as long as you have an established organization working on innovation that is addressing one of these innovation areas that we outlined, then you're eligible to apply. So go into the website and apply before 1st of March. But now over to Pelin, the Sustainability and Stakeholder Relations Manager of Koch Holding.
Thank you, Rickard. I'm connecting from Istanbul, from Koç Holding, happy to be here with you. And I also thank Tatiana that she iterated the importance of partnership to achieve a collective impact. That's why we are here. Just a quick introduction. Koç Group is Turkey's largest industrial group with more than 100,000 employees and mainly operating in industries like energy, automotive, consumer durables, and finance. You can imagine those are mainly male-dominated sectors. Therefore, it has always been very critical for us to address gender biases within our ecosystem and also to reach out to the community. And especially in reaching out to the community, different partnerships is key. And this is an excellent example of achieving results. That is our joint effort here, presenting together to implement programs to close the gender gap in innovation and technology. Last year, we have worked again together to support civil society organizations in their digitalization journey, to produce digital tools to maintain their services, especially after the COVID era. And we have excellent results this year. So we are expecting the same this year. We're looking for applications from women innovators, as Rickard mentioned, from Turkey, and we look forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pelin. Let me see if there are any questions in the Q&A. If there's any questions, if you have a question but you don't want to ask it now, you're free as well, of course, to send them to boost@undp.org, and we'll make sure to answer them as soon as possible. There is, of course, a lot of information also on the website. And if you have any particular questions in terms of the application and the selection process, then please do reach out to us. Maybe while we're waiting for more questions, we can show you a little bit of what we managed to do last year, and we have a message from one of our Boost alumni. So as I mentioned, we started off in 2020. We have run 3 challenges on the Boost platform so far. It's been focusing on digitalization, well-being, and low-touch economies. We've received over 100 applications from 10 different countries and we've selected organizations from 10 different countries in Europe and Central Asia for the program. And we've run over 100 hours of sessions and of workshops and other kind of sessions. In total, we've granted $325,000 in grants to the most promising innovations that we saw coming out of last year's challenges. In those challenges, we had the support from the Slovak Minister of Finance, from Koch Holding, and also from the Polish Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We'll put the link in the chat box also to our impact report from last year, where you can see how the organizations in their self-assessment, how they saw the program boosting their capabilities, their different skill sets. You see here on business development skills, pitching, team management, and networking, and so on. You'll find it all on the impact report. that we launched just last week. So the link should be there in the chat box, and you'll find it as well on the on our website. Now let's see if we can get one of the alumni from the first Boost cohort, the 2021 Innovation Challenge Fund. This is a company called Digital B, and they developed a product, an application called Flourish. They are based in Montenegro, and they were targeting well-being and digitalization as part of their innovation. In terms of the global goals, so the Sustainable Development Goals, goal number 3, 4, and 8 were their focus, the focus of their application. So let's see if we can get this running, and let me know if you can hear Jasna.
Hello, my name is Jasna Pejovic. I'm co-founder of Startup Flourish. Flourish is
and of course some
emotional
technical
intelligence growth assistant that helps individuals and companies grow by developing their emotional intelligence on affordable, smart and fast way. A year ago, I was preparing to pitch on UNDP Boost competition, and these days I'm pitching here in United States in front of investors. We had incredible journey with UNDP Boost, where we met a lot of mentors. We had excellent workshops, and it helped us to grow in many ways. I have only one question for UNDP. Can we apply again?
And if they can apply again, well, why not? You're welcome. If you have a new innovation that is addressing these innovation areas that we're outlined in this call and in this and today's session, then please feel free to join us again. We're really excited to see the journey of Digital B and the other participants in the cohort from last year. Let me see, are there any questions? Maybe my colleague Honor, can you come in and see, or let me know if there's any questions that come in the Q&A?
Sure, thanks Rick. Hello everyone. So I just answered one question on the chat actually, but I just saw that we have a question on the Q&A part from Adel Asanieva. So how many participants are going to be in the programs? There will be within this program, we will have 15 organizations running in the accelerator program, and at the by the end of the program, the 4 of them will be granted with the granting process, and they will be awarded depending on the pitches in the final stage. So I hope that this answer will address your question.
And that's just to thank you, Honor, and just to complement that, that's from track 1, where we have organizations from all these 18 countries and territories in Europe and Central Asia. And then on the second track, track 2 for Turkey, we'll have an additional 10 organizations, 10 startups. But in the track 1, we have we accept both startups, SMEs, social enterprises, nonprofits, and academic institutions. So that cohort will be a bit bigger and from across the region. Are there any other questions? No, nothing. Well, we've done 40 minutes, so I think we can end here and thank everyone for joining us today. And as we were saying, this call is open until the 1st of March. We've already received a lot of great applications, but we're looking forward to more. And so 2 more weeks. Please have a look on our website, on the social media. Reach out if there's any questions about the application. about the selection process, about the partners, the benefits, anything you want to learn more about. And thanks so much to all the panelists and all our partners for today. All right, have a good Tuesday. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Have a great day. Ciao.